Hello, hello, welcome to the Nice and Sleazy Politics quiz here on Politics Social. Nice and Sleazy does it. Need to do a little intro, don't I? I need to do an intro. Intro animation. Okay, so first of all, hello and welcome. We've got Billy Kershaw in there. We've got Duke Vengeance. We've got Michael Warner. We've got Kieran Crossan in there. We've got Pete's Music. We've got Sarah Davis, who was one of the winners last week, who didn't actually get the most number of correct answers correct, but flattered me and bribed me. And I'm a sucker for flattery and bribery, so you might want to bear that in mind. If you would like to win a signed copy of my book, Man of the World, which should be bringing its way to you if you win the quiz, 3 lols or your money back, right, Sarah? Yep, 3 lols, 3 laugh out louds or your money back. Samuso86 says, hey, we've got Hate and Puds in there. Svak says, I wonder the delay would be awful today as well. Hi, Graham Badgers. Well, I hope it's not going to be awful. There is a bit of a delay on these videos anyway, just because we want subtitles on them. And if you want subtitles to come up live, transcribe subtitles, you need to have a little bit of a delay. Went to the countenance service last week. They decorated the tree with urine sample tubes. What? That's the weirdest thing ever, John. I don't know what you're talking about. Winner has the lowest internet delay. Yeah, perhaps. Graham, Liverpool's greatest export, says, Sarah, I wouldn't go that far. I think there was a little band from Liverpool that were quite good. What were they called? The Coral or something? Hello, says Cluster Bungle. Right, are you all ready? Got 50. I've got 50 questions lined up for you. You lucky badgers. You lucky badgers. So if you want to take part, just join the chat. All you need to do to take part in the quiz is just hit the subscribe button, which I don't have my little subscribe animation here. Oh, that's a bit of an oversight there. I'm going to just sort that out. So we do have the oh no. Put the wrong one over. I brought over the super chat. Don't want super chat. I want subscribe. That's the one. That's the badger officer. You can't see what I'm doing, but I'm actually moving an animation across. So I can use it on this screen here and go, right, all you need to do to take part in the quiz, just subscribe to the channel. That's it. Ta-da! God. That was a bit more difficult than it should have been. So yeah, just subscribe to the channel. And that will allow you to join in the quiz. You've got to wait for a minute, though. So I'll let that settle in. And I'll just say, that's not very Christmassy, says Gary Arnold. What? I thought that was quite Christmassy. Brock the Badger there's got a little Christmas hat on. I've got lights on my little Christmas tree here. You know, it's all for you. It's all for you. Don't know what I'm going to do when Christmas is over. I have a big blank gap here. We've got Cluster Bungle saying hello. Another one, Billy Kershaw saying evening pagan. Phew, I was flying in Friday. Liebchen is saying good evening all. Hello, Liebchen. Liebchen did quite well last week, actually. Liebchen might win this week. Who knows? Right. So I'm just going to give it a couple more moments, and then we're going to get started at 35 past. So I'm just going to take a little drink of my lemonade. I'm having a sober Christmas. No, I'm not. I'm just not drinking tonight. Let's have a look at this. All hail the badger, says one angry pagan. Ooh. And Duke Vengeance says a ? Indeed. Right, let's get going. It's 35 past. You've had enough time to settle in and subscribe to the channel so you can start playing. Right, here we go. First question. Fastest finger first. Whoever says it the fastest will get the points. And getting up live chat now to make sure I don't miss anyone else in case they swear or something. First question. Who was appointed as the new ambassador to the USA this week? Who was appointed as the next UK ambassador to the USA this week? Who was it? Evening, Gareth. How you doing, mate? Who was appointed as the next UK ambassador to the United States this week? Who was it? King Charles, says Russell Cannon. No. President Musk. No, not President Musk. Mandelson. Okay, I'll let you have that. So John Barleycorn was in there first. So well done, John. You are the first to hit the scoreboard, which is really cool. So thank you very much, John Barleycorn. No, John Barleycorn. There you go. So you get the points. Sorry, John was the fastest. John Barleycorn was the fastest. And Russell was wrong with King Charles. Right, next question. What's the name of the former UK ambassador to America from 2016 to 2019 when Boris Johnson threw him under the bus? Who got thrown under the bus by Boris Johnson, the old US ambassador from 2016 to 2019? What was the name of that ambassador? What's his face? Says Leapshin, which is Nelly. Can I just buy the book? Says Fax. No. You can actually, if you want to. Get in touch with me. I'll try and sort that out. I don't know how postage is going to work this late before Christmas, but you know. Kieran Crossan, thank you very much. Kindarrick, you are very, very correct, my friend. So Kieran is now on the leaderboard. By the way, I'm just going to make a little bit of, I've got to say, if you're not in the UK, it might be difficult to get a book to you, but I will endeavour. Since Brexit, it's got a lot more expensive to post things to Europe. Just saying. But I will, don't worry. Walt Disney, Mickey Mouse, Mandy, Diane Morgan, sorry, Diane. Philomena Kunk. No, okay. Next question. What song became Christmas #1 this year? The second consecutive year. Christmas #1. What is the Christmas #1? Because it was announced on Friday. What is it? What is the Christmas #1? I want the name of the song and the band, please, that sings it. And I want it spelled correctly. Spell it all correctly. Spell everything correctly, as the band should be spelt. Walt Diz, says Pete's Music. And the paperwork would be a nightmare, says Russell Cannon. It's always a nightmare. It's always a nightmare, sure. My internet is too slow, says Diz. I'm sorry, Diz. Rage. Last Christmas, says Sarah Davis, but I want the name of the band as well, please. Live Aid. No. Wham, says Gareth, but you didn't give me the name of the... give me the name. Oh, well, I suppose Gareth, if I put it together, he did give me Wham and Last Christmas, so I'm going to give it to Gareth T. Gareth T gets that one. All right, Gareth, you split your answer over two things. So Gareth T gets the points of that. Sorry, Davis. Sorry, Davis. Sorry. No, actually, Gareth T was the first person, wasn't it? No. Sorry, Sarah Davis. Sarah Davis was the first person to get it, but she got a book last week, so, you know, she can't have another one. It was Wham! Last Christmas, and Wham! Needs to have an exclamation mark at the end of it, or I'm not going to accept it. What was the name of the other guy in Wham? That wasn't George Michael. What was the name of the other guy in Wham? This is an actual question, okay, in the quiz. What was the name of the other guy in Wham apart from George Michael? What was the name of the other guy? Anyone? Bueller. Taylor Swift miming Stilnacht. No. Taylor Swift doesn't mime. Duke Vengeance. Is it Labour are infinitely evil and the Tories did no harm song? No. Andrew Ridgeley, although you spelt it a little bit wrong. The Ridgeley should have two E's in it, but I'm going to let you off. I'm going to give that to John Barleycorn. Oh, John Barleycorn is streaking into the lead now with 2 points. Where's Alec Bevis? I don't know. He's just enjoying my copy, his copy of Man of the World. Andrew Ridgeley. Yeah, Gareth did actually spell Ridgeley correctly, but didn't give him capital R. Come on, punctuation matters, people. But I am going to give that to John Barleycorn because pretty much, if he said that out loud, it would have been all right. Okay, next song. Which UK band sung a song called Andrew Ridgeley? There you go. That's a difficult one for you. You might need to Google this. So get on your Googles, find out which British band sung a song called Andrew Ridgeley. Yes, she does, Graham. What? Mr. Andrew Ridgeley. Andrew Ridgeley says Elon Musk says Samuso 86. I don't know if this is that sketch, from the two Ronnies where they answer the last question the next question that's going to be asked. Andrew Ridgeley knows, says Patrick. No, you're wrong. Who sung a song called Andrew Ridgeley? One Angry Pagan says Fook knows. Beatles says Samuso. Nope. The stoling ones, says Jacob, and then retracted the message because that didn't make any sense. Did you mean the Rolling Stones? No. Who sung a song? Which band sung a song called Andrew Ridgeley? Depeche Mode, says Cathal. No, someone's going to have to Google it. I think you're going to have to Google it. I just think you're going to have to Google it. Stones That Roll, Depeche Mode, no. Stereophonics, God, no. No. I actually quite like this band. Shake, no, says Kieran. I think we're getting into sort of the dark end of Britpop here. The Smiths, no. Sailor Twift, no. Billy Kershaw's a bit obsessed. You're obsessed, my friend. Taylor Swift. The Kinks, says Patrick McCarthy. Oh my God, this is going to be the one that no one gets. You can Google this. Which band sung a song called Andrew Ridgeley? Google says it doesn't know. What? Google says it doesn't know. What the hell, Google? Who sung a song called Andrew Ridgeley? Andrew Ridgeley. Okay, who sung a song called Andrew Ridgeley? No one has sung a song called Andrew. That's what it says on the thing that comes. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, but you're wrong. Yeah, Gary Arnold got it. Thank you. The robot that gets everything wrong, that is the AI on anything, got it wrong. It's Black Box Recorder. Sung a song called Andrew Ridgeley. There you go. So well done to Gary Arnold, all in caps, as always. So well done, mate. You get the points for that. God, that was difficult. Hey, if you didn't know that one, you're going to really struggle with the next one. So, Luke Haynes was one of the guys behind Black Box Recorder. What was the name of his other band that released a album called After Murder Park, which came out in 1996? After Murder Park. So which band released an album called After Murder Park? If you Google that quickly, hopefully it should come up with the name of the band. And Gareth T says, never heard of them. Never heard of Black Box Recorder. That's fine, Gareth. They've probably never heard of you either. Was it Spit Image Band? I remember a song by them. No. Radiohead, says Jacob. No. It's Black Box Recorder. The Auteurs, says HK. Well done. Great band. Absolutely great band. Okay, so moving on. Which wildlife TV presenter, back to this week, resigned as president of the RSPCA after alleged animal cruelty at some of the charity's approved abattoirs? Who was it? Which wildlife TV presenter resigned as president of the RSPCA over alleged animal cruelty at some of the charity's approved abattoirs? Sarah Davis says the Auteurs. Gareth says the Auteurs. Lots of people know the Auteurs. That's good. But HK was the fastest. But Chris Packham, John Barleycorn again. Wow, John Barleycorn is now on 3 points. Well done, mate. Well in the lead. Okay, next question. What was the name of the children's BBC TV show that Chris Packham co-presented from 1986 to 1995? What was the name of the children's BBC show that Chris Packham presented from 1986 to 1995? Anybody know what it was called? It was the show with the wild animals. Packham. Yeah, we got it now. We got it. Chris Packham. Packham. I like Chris Packham. He went to a normal school like what I did. Kind of normal school. Tom Holland. Have I got news for you? Says Jacob. No. Going Wild. No. Sarah, you were so close. It was the Really Wild Show. Gareth T takes the glory. Takes the glory there. 2 points now for Gareth T. Doing really well. No one's tried to bribe me yet, which is, cool. But also, can bribe me if you like. I'll give you more points. Which major UK airport cancelled about 100 flights today due to strong winds? Which major UK airport cancelled around 100 flights today due to strong winds? Major airports. Just name a major airport in Britain. You'll probably get it right. Just name me an airport. Name me a British airport. Quick. It was on the BBC. It was probably involving star. Love that show, says Gareth. Yeah, it was great. It was fantastic. The Really Wild Show. It was very, very good. Patrick, you are wrong with the Wombles, but that's a very funny idea. Terry Nutkin's finger game. Ooh, because he lost a couple of fingers, didn't he, to a batter. Didn't he lose a couple of fingers to like an otter or something? Didn't an otter bite off his fingers? Someone needs to Google that. What? This isn't I'll give you a bonus. I'll give you a bonus point, right? Anyone who can tell me what animal it was that bit off Terry Nutkins' fingers. Heathrow says Russell Cannon. Russell Cannon, I think, was the first one. Gareth T said Manchester. No, not Manchester. It's Heathrow. So Russell Cannon, you are now on the scoreboard. Well done, my friend. Russell Cannon. Brilliant. Well done. Okay, next question. How many terminals are there at Heathrow? How many terminals are there at Heathrow? How many terminals? How many terminals? Can we scrap this 30-second rule? Says Samuso. A6. Oh, is that because you answered and then you can't write something for 30 seconds? That's true, actually. I'm going to change that while you try and suss out how many terminals there are. Let's have a look at this. Let's have a look how I do the stream settings. Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to change the settings while we are doing stuff here, because at the moment there is a 30-second delay on being able to put more comments on. Redirect trailer live. Here we go. Oh no, let's subscribe to anytime chat replay live reaction slow mode. Right. I've just taken slow mode off. Do not spam, okay? Anyone who spams will be... I'll kick you off. All right? Slow mode is now officially off. You can see... If you see them really small written down there. Anyway, 80 says Jacob Platt. No. Russell Cannon says 5. Gareth T says 5. Kieran says 5. W. James says 5. Samuso says 5. Cathal says 5. You're all wrong. Steve S says 5. Power to the People says 6. You're still wrong. Cluster Bungle says 5. C says 5. No one's got it right yet. How many terminals are there at Heathrow? Come on. Obviously, no one's flown out of Heathrow recently. Saying Tutkin. It was an otter. It was an otter. Oh, cheers for that. Gareth's getting an extra point there for saying it was an otter. Unless someone bites it off his nuts. Oh, Gareth, yeah, to say otter. Okay, Gareth, you're getting a bonus point, my friend, for that, for telling me that. I thought it was an otter. I thought it was hallucinating. John Barleycorn, 4. Thank you very much, John Barleycorn. You are right. There's 4 terminals. Terminal 2, Terminal 3, Terminal 4, Terminal 5. There is no Terminal 1. Just to mess with you, there is no Terminal 1 anymore. Doesn't exist. Okay, so moving on. Well, I mean, the building might still be there, but you can't fly out of it. Which former Archbishop of Canterbury resigned as a priest last week? So which former Archbishop of Canterbury resigned as a priest last week? What was the name of the former Archbishop of Canterbury who resigned as a priest? When I pick 11. 11 terminals. Always Terminal 2 for me, no matter where I fly to. That's from Samuso with is that a Scottish flag? It's really small. I named the otter, says Sarah. Fingers McGraw. Justin Welby. No, he was the Archbishop of Canterbury who resigned as Archbishop of Canterbury. This is a former Archbishop of Canterbury who resigned from being a priest. George Carey, yeah, that's completely correct. Well done to Gareth T. Oh, Gareth T's in the lead now. Ooh, it's getting exciting. John Barleycorn is on 4, and Gareth T is on 4. You're both in the lead. You're neck and neck at the moment. Okay, next question. Why did he resign? Why did George Carey resign? You don't have to go into too much detail, but just generally, why did he resign? You could probably guess. I'm pretty sure you can guess why he resigned, what the reason was. Come on, he was a priest. He was the Archbishop of Canterbury. What sort of thing would they have to resign over when it came to light? Gareth says Heathrow is 2 to 5 and a cargo terminal. Ooh, Okay. Steward's inquiry. Oh, see, because I thought it was like a trick question because everyone was just put 5 because everyone knows Terminal 5. But that's a good point. There is a cargo terminal. Might give you an extra point for saying that. Child sex scandal, says Chris C. And you're right. Yeah, it was basically there was a monster who called David Tudor, who was a priest who abused children in the 1980s. And George Carey made excuses for him and basically gave him the go-ahead to become a priest again. And he went on to abuse more children. So yes, child sex scandal. Child abuse scandal. Johnny Bodycon, yeah, you're right. He was a bad boy. Shenanigans, recent scandals. To go out with the ladies, buggering boys. Yeah, kiddie fiddling. Yeah, covering up and facilitating the abuse of children. Yeah. I just, I'm not religious, but if I was, I'd be like, it's just really the religion for me. Everyone seems to be a big nonce. Anyway, right, moving on. Okay, next question. Which UK Railways company staff announced a strike on New Year's Eve? Which train companies staff are going on strike on New Year's Eve? Let me know in the chats. Let me know in the chats. Which companies, UK Railways companies staff announced a strike on New Year's Eve? Graham, Sarah Davis said Otter and named it first. Oh, sorry, Sarah. Okay, I'm going to give you an extra point, Sarah, for saying Otter. Thank you very much. But you've already got a book, so you just getting points here for bragging rights. Right. Okay. Let's have a look. Avanti West Coast. Yes, that's right. Virgin don't exist anymore. GWR, God's Wonderful Railway. No. British Railways, says Jacob. No, it's Avanti West Coast. So Chris C got in there. Oh, nice and quick. Okay, next question. What rail franchise did Avanti West Coast take over from in 2019? Which rail franchise did Avanti West Coast take over from in 2019? Who knows the answer to that question? Let me know. Fastest finger first, as always. Just tell me the answer to the question. What franchise did Avanti West Coast take over in 1920? No, in 2019. If anyone knows that, that'd be groovy. Pete's music. Oh, Virgin. Gareth T. I'm gonna. It's not quite Virgin. It's Virgin. I like Chris C. He's put Virgin Weather Coast. Is that auto cabbage? Sorry, it's Virgin West Coast. I'm gonna give it to Gareth T though. And you can have it. You can have it for that. The one with the train. Yeah, it was Virgin. It was Virgin West Coast, but Virgin will do for this one. Right, Londoners are looking forward to another massive eyesore being built after it was granted planning permission this week. What's it going to be called? What's Europe's largest eyesore that's going to be built in London near the Gherkin? What is it going to be called? It's actually called St. Mary's Axe, not the Gherkin. But I like to call it the butt plug because it looks like a fucking butt plug. Just saying. Yeah. There's no one pointed that out. I said virgin before you asked the question, says Samusa. Oh, you were just calling me a virgin. That wasn't very nice. Oh, hang on. Surprise, who would have guessed? Virgin. Yeah, but you answered virgin to the previous question. It's like going like the two Ronnies sketch. I'll tell you what. For your special pleading, I will give you an extra point, Samusa. So you can have Samuso 86. Right, there you go. You've got a point, mate. You got a point. What's it going to be called? Europe's biggest eyesore. One undershaft, says Gareth. Slightly spelled wrong, but I'll let you off. Okay, Gareth T, you get that is one undershaft. Undershaft. What is an undershaft? Oh, baby, check out my undershaft. Oh. Boris Johnson, London arse. I love these answers. It's just so random. Everything's so random today. I love it. Okay, so Camberwell Carrot. So called because, right, one undershaft, says Chrissy. No, I'm going to give it to Gareth. It's going to undershaft the good people of London. Right. Next question. What building is it going to be the exact same height as, apparently? What building is one undershaft going to be the exact same height as, apparently? Pixie butt plug. No. What's the name of the building? I'm beginning to think Graham might not be taking this point system very seriously, says Power to the People. You'll be thinking right. I think you should. It's a nice and sleazy politics quiz. I reserve the right to give extra points for making me laugh, for flattery, and for super chats. John Barleycorn straight in there with the shard, although I prefer Russell Cannon's spelling of it. But yes, John Barleycorn is going to get the points for this because you got it completely correct. It is the shard. It's going to be the same height. Exactly the same height, apparently. Right. What team are currently at the top of the league? The Premiership, the Premier League, the top one, the top shop, the top league of the football, which never ends. Who's currently at the top of the football today? Your mum's chest hair, says Duke Vengeance on a message that was being kept for me to decide whether to allow it or not. I will allow it because it's funny. I had a handicap on the Christian Q. What? The bungalow I grew up in. The Eiffel Tower. Oh no, not sports ball. Guarantee there. Liverpool. Liverpool is at the top. And thanks to Everton drawing against Chelsea today. You're welcome, by the way. You're welcome, Liverpool. How many points are they clear of their next rival? How many points are Liverpool clear of their next rival, Chelsea, in the league point scoring football thing? How many points ahead of Liverpool? Who are they? Says Hayton Puds in exactly that voice. Definitely Everton. He's had points for making you laugh. Oh, power to the people. Not like that, mate. Not like that. Come on. Liverpool with Chelsea second, said Chrissy. Yeah, but we've already got it. Gareth T again. Oh, wow. Gareth T is well in the lead now. Oh, John Barleycorn needs to catch up, I think. He's completely correct. They're ahead with 4 points. There are 4 points. Little Star Trek reference there for you all. Moving on. Right, here we go. Which alleged Chinese spy linked to Prince Andrew was recently named? Well, this week. Come on. Recently named Chinese spy linked to Prince Andrew. Come on. Oh, what's the name? Did Graham use AI for this quiz? No? Why? Why would I use your AI? AI gets everything wrong. Like, honestly, type into AI, write me a quiz, and it'll give you, like, say, 10 questions, and every single answer it'll give you is wrong. It's kind of painful. How long? What? How long? That's number one. H1. H? What? No. Kim Philby. Very good, Patrick. Tim Tam says so. Lee King. 4 lights, says Blue Badger 88. There are 4 lights. Mr. Blobby. No. Wang Pendi. I think some of these answers are bordering on racism. Can I have his bloody name, please? Yang Tengbo is his name. And the first one to actually get it right and spell it right is Chris C. So well done, Chris C. You get another point, my friend. Well done. Right. Where, and talking of Prince Andrew, where was the Pizza Express of which he used as an alibi when he said, I wasn't having sex with an underage woman who had been sex trafficked by my friend Jeffrey Epstein. I was in Pizza Express with my family for my daughter's birthday, and I was standing there not sweating. Whereabouts in the country was that Pizza Express? Famously. Just while I'm waiting for you to answer. Oh, John Barleycorn's already in there. Wow, John Barleycorn. Woo! Well done, mate. Yes, Woking. We're Woking. Apparently, the BBC, turned out this year, we've discovered, that the BBC nearly cut that out, the interview, because they thought that it would just open him up to ridicule. Really? Do you think? Okay, moving on. One Angry Pagan. Woo! 2 points for Brock. Yes, One Angry Pagan, you can have 2 points, my friend, for dropping £2 in the super chat. So there you go. We've got you're on the board now. You've got 2 points, which puts you into, I don't know, 6th place or something. Next question. Oh, this is a toughie. You might have to Google this, and I won't blame you if you do. but I want it to be spelt correctly. If you are going to Google it, spell it correctly. Which former Premiership football was elected this week President of Georgia? Which former Premiership football player was elected this week as President of Georgia? What was the name of the person? Graham's Garden Shed. What? On Ginger? No. Why would I be keeping a prince in my garden shed? I suppose if I'd kidnapped him and he was my victim, and I was keeping him in my little pit that I dug in my garage, puts the lotion on its skin, or he gets the hose again. That's what I say to the Grand Old Duke of York. Duke Bench said, the Grand Old Duke of York, he said he doesn't sweat, so why did he pay 12 million quid to a girl he never met? Very good point. Very good point. What is the name of the Premiership football player who has just been elected Governor of Georgia? Governor? Sorry, President of... Jeez. Do you know what? That's because of the state in America that has a governor. President of the country of Georgia. Anybody know? I think you're going to have to Google this. Come on. One Angry Pagan is there with the surname. George Best. Not only is George Best dead, he's not Georgian. He wasn't Georgian. Mikhail Kavalashvili. Kavalashvili. Oh, it's really hard to say that, isn't it? Kavalashvili. Mikhail Kavalashvili. I'm going to give that to... sorry, One Angry Pain, you just had 2 points. So I'm going to give it to Jeff True, because I think Jeff True, the Jigsaw Killer, was in there first. Thank you very much, Jeff True, for getting that right. Very clever man. Right, Super Tiny says Ruskavili. Didn't get his name. Salome. What's his Salome? No, it was Mikhail. Kavalashvili. Okay, and quickly, what team did he play for in the Premiership? What team did the new president of Georgia, Mikhail Kavalashvili, who did he play for? Mikhail the Crocodile. Anyone? Bueller? You could just name a football team, a famous football team. You probably get it right. It's one of the famous ones. Man City? No. Jeff, so close, but so far away. Everton, Man City? No. West Ham? No. Manchester City? Everyone's saying Man City. I thought it was Manchester United. Just 1 second. One moment, my friends. I'm just going to have a look on this Wikipedia page because I thought it was Man United. Maybe I read it too fast. I just saw the word Manchester. Oh, you're right. He did play for Manchester City. Shit! I had the wrong answer down in my little thing, in my little box here. Thank you for correcting me. Right, who said Man City first? John Barleycorn, I think. Well done. No, Jeff True. Jeff True, well done, my friend. You got that as well. Woo! Very good on the old football questions there, Jeff True. Very fast. Right, next question. Mustafa came out this week. The Lion King. It's a prequel to the remake of Disney's Lion King, right? But what play is the original Lion King based upon? Okay, loosely based upon. What play is the Lion King based? This is why I'm never going to be a quiz master on TV. But what play is the Lion King loosely based on? What play is the Lion King loosely based on? Loosey goosey. Manchester City. According to the BBC, yeah, it is Manchester City. Sorry, I just saw the word Manchester when I was compiling the questions. But then, if this was written by AI, that just shows you how crap AI is because it gets everything wrong. It's a little robot that gets everything wrong. Kieran, straight in there. Kieran Crossan, very good. You are right. It is Hamlet. Except everyone didn't die at the end. Okay, who wrote the songs for Mustafa the Lion King, which came out this week? Who wrote the songs for Mustafa the Lion King? Anybody? Who wrote the songs? It's the guy who writes the songs for everything these days. That isn't Tim Minchin. Okay, so the guy who writes the songs for all the films. All the films now have to have songs in by this guy. It's the rule. It is the rule. Yes, it's the rule. So what was the name of the guy who wrote the songs for Mustafa? Mustafa, not the Lion King, because that was Tim Rice and Elton John. No, this is for Mustafa. Hans Zimmer. No. Elton John. No. Mustafa, the new film that's out. Lin-Manuel. No, God, so close, Jeff True, but no cigar. You've got the right person, I think, but you just haven't put their name down correctly. Elton John and Tim Rice. No, Eric Idle. That would be great. Cluster Bungle. Lin-Manuel Miranda. You're absolutely right, Cluster Bungle. Well done. Cluster Bungle hits the charts. Well done. Isn't it Mufasa? Yeah. Sorry, did I not say Mufasa? Did I say Mustafa? Isn't that the planet that they had the big battle on in Star Wars Episode 3 with Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker when he turned into Darth Vader? Was that Mustafa? Mufasa. Sorry. Jesus Christ. Anyway, Moana 2 still dominating the box office. But here you go, pop culture fans. So, culture fans. What was the unusual cause of Maui's death in Polynesian legend? So, Maui is one of the characters in Moana and Moana 2. What was the unusual cause of his death according to Polynesian legend? Anybody knows that? They will get it right. Please. Dwayne Johnson, woohoo. No idea on Star Wars either. That's Mustafar. So Duke Vengeance. Thank you very much. I'm going to give Duke Vengeance a point for getting that right. It's Mustafar, Graham, you lemon. Autoerotic asphyxiation. You're almost right, John, in a weird way. This is a very specific thing. If you don't know, you don't know. But you could possibly Google it if you look up on the Wikipedia page for Maui. This is quite fun, this. So, yeah, who was going to get points to? I've forgotten. Andrew Ridgely. Taylor Swift. Spontaneous combustion. No, not clued up on Moana or Polynesian mythology, says one angle. Well, you better get clued up on it, my friend. I think it related to helping a dwarf. No, he was no, Coconut Fella said no. Swallowed by Hades? Almost, Sarah. He was trying to get immortality for humanity. That was what he was going to do. Kieran has got the closest to trying to shag a goddess for immortality. Kind of. You're kind of right. You're almost there. You're very close, but it's more silly than that. Died at the hands goddess. Not the hands of the goddess. It was not the hands of a goddess that killed him. It was something of a goddess, but not the hands. Not the hands. Ghost pouch. Didn't Maui get killed by a fanny? Yes, he did. He got killed by the obsidian teeth in the vagina of a Polynesian goddess that he entered as a worm for some reason in order to gain immortality for humanity. I don't think that's going to be in Moana 3. I've got a feeling it's not going to be in there, but basically he told his mates, don't laugh, even though this is going to be dead funny, and they couldn't help themselves. They laughed. Goddess woke up, slammed her obsidian toothed vagina closed, and bit Maui in two. And he was the first person to die. And he created death or something. I don't know. But anyway, so that's the story. That's the story. So yes, he called him to a vagina. So Ghost Pouch, well done. Didn't he get killed by a vagina? Yes, he did. Which is so cool. Oh my god, imagine that in a Disney cartoon. Could you imagine? Chubbawamba. No, Chubbawamba. I can't take that off. I was going to give Duke Vengeance an extra point, actually. Duke Vengeance! You got a point for saying that it was Mustafa. What was it? Mustafar, the planet in Star Wars. The lava planet. One of the things I don't like about Star Wars and Star Trek is they go to these planets and the entire planets are just like a mono environment. So it'll be like a jungle planet, or it'll be like a forest planet, or it'll be a desert planet, or it'll be a volcano planet, and like it won't be like a planet with an ocean and a volcano and a desert like the Earth. It'll be like an entire planet is an ocean, the entire planet is a city, and it's like, I don't think planets work like that. Planets are quite big places, but the universe isn't very big in the Star Wars universe because everyone keeps bumping into each other. Right, next question. How is being murdered by a vagina called countryside? Yes. For Jim Stuck, you get an extra point for just making me laugh. He got killed by countryside. Anyway, okay, moving on. Trump starts his term as the 47th president of the United States 1 month from this week. Shit, Jesus, we got less than a month of normality left to go. Sorry to bring everyone down after that funny bit about Maui. What I want to know: who was the last and only president so far to have served 2 non-consecutive terms? President, what was the name of the last US president to serve 2 non-consecutive terms, giving him 2 different ordinals of president title? The Little Red Devil. And on that planet, people speak American, says Russell Cannon. Yes. Well, no. I mean, there are some planets where they talk their own language. They might talk Hughes, which a lot of planets seem to. Nixon, no. Way before Nixon. This is in the this is in like the 1870s, 1880s or something. Who was the last president to serve 2 non-consecutive terms? Oh, Sfax! Well done, my friend. Sfax straight in there with Grover Cleveland, which sounds like a character from Sesame Street. Hi, Grover Cleveland. Hi, kids. What are you doing today? I'm being the first non-consecutive president of the United States of America. But yeah, it was Grover Cleveland. I think he was the 20th and the 22nd. Okay, next one. Hey, just because, I feel like bringing everyone down after mentioning Trump, I'll bring you down even further. Elon Musk demanded the removal of $190 million from the government spending bill on which had been allocated to researching what? Okay, so Elon Musk this week demanded the removal of $190 million from the government spending bill, which had been allocated to researching what? And I'll tell you now, it's 22nd and 24th. Well done, Jeff True. I'm going to give you an extra point for getting that. They've been pushing for this funding for over a decade, and they were waiting for it and waiting for it and waiting for it. What was it? Russell, thank you very much. You are right. Childhood cancer. Oh my God. Yeah. Can you believe that shit? Well done, Russell. Elon Musk, my friend. If you know anyone who's like one of these little Elon Musk fanboys, or maybe a fangirl, I don't think there are any out there, but there might be. Just point out that he took, this is the richest man in the world, took $190 million. He stole $190 million of money that was not his from children with cancer. Wow. Anyway, so just maybe shout that from the rooftops. What was the name of the German town that was devastated by an attack by an AFD loving right-wing terrorist this week? What was the name of the town whose Christmas market was attacked? 5 people were killed, dozens injured. What was the name of the town in Germany? Sorry, again, not particularly great news. But the scum that is Richard Tice and the scum that is Nigel Farage straight on there saying, if these people don't share our values, and it turns out that he was a massive Nazi. And I'm like, yeah, he didn't share our values because he was a massive Nazi. He supported the AFD, just like Nigel Farage. Which part of England will be submerged first, east or southeast, says one angry pagan? Is that the question? That's a question. Are you supposed to be answering my questions? That's a... Anyway, Garrity, I think, was in there. Pooh, I'm late, says Jojo. Well, it's never too late. Never too late. If you flatter me or make me laugh or give me super chats, you might still win this. Garrett T, I'm going to give that to it was Magdeburg was the name of the town. Really fucking shit. Right. Next question. Which Pacific nation was hit by a 7.3 magnitude earthquake on Tuesday? What Pacific nation was hit by by 7.3 magnitude earthquake on Tuesday? I want the specific Pacific nation. If you can name it, please. And yes, I have been there. I've been there. Put me in a big cooking pot. I've got a really funny photo of me in a big cooking pot in this country. Then we lose a load of Tuvalu. No, quite close to Tuvalu, actually, just next to but one, actually, as islands go. But it's not Tuvalu. Mayotte, no, that was the one who got hit by the cyclone. This was hit by an earthquake, which doesn't really have much to do with climate change, I don't think, unless you're, I don't know, fracking for oil, which I don't think they were. Vanuatu, says Gareth. Gareth T is doing well. Well done, Gareth. Woof. Woof. Doing very well. Sarah Davis in there with Vanuatu and Chris C in there with Vanuatu as well, but Gareth was the first. Right, next question. Which Southeast Asian country recently received a port call from a US Navy ship for the first time in 8 years, which might signify a defrosting of relations between the two countries? Which Southeast Asian country recently received a port call from a US Navy ship for the first time in 8 years? You might have to look it up. If you want a hint, it was the USS Savannah, the name of the ship, but I don't want that. I just want to know the name of the Southeast Asian country. If you don't know, you can Google it, or you can just name countries in Southeast Asia. You might get it right. Svax has done that and said Vietnam. It's not the right answer, but you're quite close. Philippines, again, close, but no cigar. I assumed you get the Deputy Dwag quote spoken by Vince. What? I didn't get that. Vietnam, no. Thailand, no. Cambodia! Facts in there, but Cambodia, you are completely correct. Well done, my friend. You get another point. I think you're on 3 now, aren't you? Something like that. Okay, which West African regional trading bloc approved exit timelines for 3 member nations recently affected by coups? I mean, a shorter version of the same question is, what's the name of the West African regional trading bloc? What's the name of the West African regional trading bloc? Tonga says what Blue Badger? I think Blue Badger is about 2 questions behind. Gareth T saying Cambodia. People saying Cambodia. Jojoba. Vanuatu. Oh yes, you were Jojo. Yes, Jojo. You said Vanuatu first. Oh my God. Okay. Sorry, Gareth, you didn't get that point. That was actually going to go to Jojo for correctly naming Vanuatu, whose capital city is Port Vila. ECOWAS is the correct answer, and we have Gareth T. Okay, so you lost a point and gained a point, my friend. So you done all right there. It is ECOWAS. I'm the economic union, or it's like the economic union of West African states or something like that. Anyway, ECOWAS, well done. So another point to Gareth T. And next question: what were the 3 countries? Name the 3 countries, all of them in one line. Okay, don't name one and then name another because it'd be too difficult for me to sort out. What were the names of the 3 countries that look like they're going to get kicked out of ECOWAS? Or ECOWAS. Is it ECOWAS or ECOWAS? I don't know. Did someone mention Jeremy Corbyn like half an hour ago? Did someone mention Jeremy Corbyn? Why are people even talking about Jeremy Corbyn? No one talks about Joe Swinson, do they? Hey, Joe Swinson's starting their new political party. Really? Cute. Got a massive delay between sending and receiving. Says live and still takes a while. Says Blue Badge. I'm sorry. Harry Belafonte, says Billy Kershaw. No. Well, that should be the answer to something. Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger, says Sfax, and Sfax gets the points. Well done, Sfax. Ooh, Sfax is catching up. Next question. Which country's finance minister recently resigned, posing a significant test for its prime minister? Which country's finance minister recently resigned, Posing a significant test for its prime minister. Name the country. And it's not in Africa, so anyone just randomly naming countries in Africa isn't going to get very far. Vote Joe Swinson, not. I'm going to be the prime minister. All right, Joe. Eco warrior, or eco warrior. Ooh, good point. Well made. I think I'm more of a warrior than a warrior. One angry pagan straight in there with Canada. Well done. One angry pagan. Do you know what? I've put your name down as One Angry Badger. Sorry, One Angry Pagan. I just realised when I've been writing your name down, I put it down as One Angry Badger. That's what we're going to call you from now on. Anyway, One Angry Pagan, well done, is indeed Canada, where the Canadians come from. Jojo's in there as well, saying Canada. But One Angry Pagan was the fastest finger first. The other USA. The USA doesn't have prime ministers, so that was a bit of a clue there. Right. Anyone know her name? Anyone know the name of Canada's finance minister who resigns this week? Anyone know the name? Googly, I think. Google this one. Anyone know? Republic of Ireland. No. I can't get over how much the president of the Republic of Ireland looks like Dungeon Master from Dungeons and Dragons, the cartoon from the 80s. Oh my god, he just is Dungeon Master. Every time I see him and he starts speaking, I'm like, oh my god, it's Dungeon Master. If you turn around, it'll just disappear. Trudeau says someone. No, that's the name of the prime minister. No, the name of the finance minister. Who was the name? There we go. Jeff True. Jeff True got it. Jeff True with the true answer. It is Chris. I think it's Christia Freeland. So there you go. Crystalia, I think something like that. Anyway, 5 of the Barley 9 convicts returned home this week after nearly 20 years in jail in Indonesia. To which country did they return? 5 of the so-called Barley 9 convicts returned home after nearly 20 years in jail in Indonesia. To which country did they return? Just think of a country that might send a lot of people to Bali. It's an island in Indonesia where lots of people from a particular country go to party and obviously deal drugs by the sounds of things. 5 of the Barley 9 convicts returned home this week after nearly 20 years in jail in Indonesia. To which country did they return? I realise in my question that I've spelled Indonesia wrong. I just won't do. Clacton, says Patrick McCarthy. No, that's not a country. It is full of country people, though. Kevin Crossan, well done, mate. You're absolutely right. It is Australia. Australia, mate. In Australia. From where my hat comes from. Right, what drug was it that they were accused of trying to smuggle out of Indonesia? What drug was it that they were accused and sentenced for and convicted of trying to smuggle out of Indonesia? Name your poison. This would be funny. I wonder if Google will stop the name. Stop and be like, no, you're not allowed to talk about drugs. Anyone? Beulah? What drug was it that they were trying to smuggle out of Indonesia? Chagos? No. Rwanda? No. Japan? That's not a drug. Sarah? I know that was the last question. Whatever. Heroin, says Gareth T. Well done. Let me know in the chat. Which East... That wasn't a proper question, but if you want to answer it, you can. You might get an extra point. Which East Asian country's parliament recently approved an impeachment motion against its president? Which East Asian country's parliament recently, this week, approved an impeachment motion against its president? East Asian country, please. Parliament recently approved an impeachment motion against its president. What was the name of the country, please? And it's not cocaine. It was actually heroin that they were trying to get out of the country. Patrick McCarthy with a great reference, which I missed. Cake. Okay, Patrick McCarthy gets a point there for saying cake. Cake is a made-up drug. I'm talking nonsense. Yes. Well done, Patrick. You get a point. South Korea, says everyone. Shatner's bassoon. That's Patrick McCarthy again. I think you're going to get an extra point for the Versailles references because, they make me laugh. Who got the South Korea? I think it was John Barleycorn. John Barleycorn's back in action. Well done, mate. Well done. Well done. Going to put you down there. And next question. What was the president's name? What is the president's name? He's still the president at the moment. What's the name of the president of South Korea? And I want it spelled correctly with capitals and things. Come on, have some respect. Patrick says, "Hooray! Thanks, Graham. You got 2 points, Patrick. Another point, please. You can just have an extra point. The one that went, what the F, military? No, what? No. But the band I was thinking of who sung a song called Heroin was Suede. I think it was the second song on Dogman Star after introducing the band. Suck y'all. That is from Jojo. So you are completely correct. I'm sorry, Svax, you can't have it because you didn't give me his full name. So Jojo gets that. Well done, Jojo, for getting in there nice and quick. Noel Edmonds says, Sarah, no, Noel Edmonds is not. It's not. Oh yeah, he's talking. No, it wasn't Noel Edmonds who was talking nonsense, was it? It was Emily in Paris's dad, wasn't it? Him, Phil Collins. Anyway, was it Phil? I can't remember. It was a long time ago. Right, next question. Which African country's health ministry this week identified a mystery disease as severe malaria after numerous deaths? So which African country's health ministry identified a mystery disease as severe malaria after numerous deaths? So which name an African country? This should be fun. We're going to get through all 54 of them before we get to the right one. You can Google this. You can cheat. I don't mind if you're fast enough. Test your Googling skills on the quiz. We've only got 3 minutes left, so you better hurry up. I've got 10 questions in 3 minutes. Jesus. Zimbabwe, Rwanda. No. Next. Next. Which, I think everyone's given up now. They're like, I can't even be bothered naming African countries. Zambia. I have so many answers just moments after the first guesser says Svax. Oh, Svax, I'm going to give you an extra point, mate, just for crying on me. Central African Republic, no. Eritrea, no. Gambia, no. Botswana. Chris C is the closest, but not there. No, Chris C, close but no cigar, and Jojo, close but no cigar. It wasn't Congo, it was the Democratic Republic of Congo. And I know that sounds like I'm splitting hairs, but there is a different country called Congo. So the Republic of Congo and the Democratic Republic of Congo are two separate countries. The Republic of Congo put me in jail for a week and didn't give me any food, whereas the Democratic Republic of Congo didn't do that. So, anyway, so I'm going to give that 1-2-1 Angry Pagan. Well done, sir. The DRC. The DRC. The Democratic Republic of Congo. Okay, next one. Jojo was just a bit too slow there. Well, they did write out the whole name of the country, which is I respect. Okay, which US state recently experienced a school shooting in which the shooter was a young girl? She was a 15-year-old girl. So what was the US state that experienced a school shooting in which the shooter, can't say gunman, can you? When it's a girl, when it's a 15-year-old girl, was a girl. Do they both drink Umbongo? No. I found that out, Patrick. I asked for Umbongo, and they said they don't know what that is. Pedantic says Super Tiny. Yes, I look. The quizmaster's decision is final. Wisconsin says Garrity, but didn't give it a capital. Oh, go on then. Right, Garrity, you get that. Wisconsin. It was Wisconsin. And next question. What's the capital of Wisconsin in which this incident took place? What is the name of the capital of Wisconsin where this incident took place? Graham's Republic of Pedantry and Semantics. Indeed. That's the one. No, there's two different countries called Congo. There's one that's the Republic of Congo and there's one that's the Democratic Republic of Congo, and it's important to differentiate between the two. And they're separated by the River Congo. Mostly, not all the way. The media are making out that she was transgender, says Chris C. Oh, Jesus Christ. They would. What's the name? What's the capital? The capital. Oh, Jeff True's in there. Jeff True, your geographical knowledge shames us all, my friend. Shames us all. Well done. You are right. It is Madison, named after one of the first presidents of the United States of America. So is Madison Square Garden. by the way. So is Marilyn Manson, the famous band they were named after. I'm joking, they weren't. Okay, moving on. Bismarck, Albuquerque, Madison, New Yorkshire. New Yorkshire. Ooh, that'll be a good question. What was the original name of Toronto? What was Toronto's original name? Does anyone know that? You'll get a bonus point if you know. It's not part of the quiz, but if you know what Toronto's originally was called before it was called Toronto, that'd be cool. Right, the winner of Miss France this week, 34-year-old, in fact, who was allowed to participate because they used to have the upper limit for like 100 years. It was 23 or 24. But now they're letting women of any age, I think, compete, and she's 34, and she won Miss France this week. What Caribbean island is she from? Which Caribbean island is the winner of the Miss France beauty pageant from? Clacton. No. York. One Angry Pagan. Well done. One Angry Pagan gets an extra bonus point for knowing that Toronto was once called York. Not New York, just York. True story. Little York, the town of... Loads of people know this. Chris C. York, the New Yorkshire Dales. Yes, it was York. All right, come on. Next question. Where did the Miss France, who was crowned, I think, on Monday, was it? This week? It was this week, anyway. Where was she from? Reunion's not in the Caribbean. Reunion's in the Indian Ocean. Bahamas. Yeah, not really in the Caribbean. Guadeloupe. Ooh, nearly. Sfax, just a couple of islands down. That's where New Jersey used to be called. Barry Island. Toronto is near the Saxon Church of Escombe, says Billy. Come on. Winner of Miss France this week hails from which Caribbean island? I'll give you a clue. Which French Caribbean island? And it's not Guadeloupe because someone's already said that. So it can't be Guadeloupe. No, it's not Clacton, Patrick. Just keep saying Clacton for every answer. Scunthorpe says St. Martin. No, not that French island because that's shared with the Dutch. It's got the Dutchy side and the Frenchy side. Jamaica, that's not a Dutch island. It's facts. Thank you. It was Martinique, which is a lovely place. Awesome. Right, next question. Which UK city's council narrowly retained its Labour leadership this week after a bit of a scandal? Which UK city's council narrowly retained its Labour leadership this week? Okay, it's a minority leadership, so they needed the support of other parties and independents and stuff to stay in power. So what UK city's council narrowly retained its Labour leadership this week? Oh my God, you can tell them what's a question number 44. Birmingham, Nottingham, Rochdale, Birmingham. Nope. Edinburgh is correct, and Chrissy got it. So well done, Chrissy. You are completely correct, my friend. It is Edinburgh Council. So we had a question about that last week, didn't we? Which former chief of staff was nominated for a peerage this week? They weren't the chief of staff for very long, but which former chief of staff was nominated for a peerage this week in the UK? Name the former chief of staff person. A bit of a bête noire for the right, for the Tory faithful. Super Tiny's jumping on now, saying Clacton. Stop saying Clacton. Just reminds me of that Farage creep. We're heading into the last few questions here, so you should really be bribing me if you want to win this book. It's too great. And Garrett was first on it. Garrett, I think, is in the lead. Garrett is in the lead. Garrett is very much in the lead. Let's have a look. Garrett, 12 points. Garrett is on at the moment. John Barleycorn's on 7. Sfax is on 4. Chris C is on 4. Jeff True is on 4. Although that's not counting the bonus points that I gave people. But there you go. It's getting a bit spicy. It is getting rather spicy right now. Right. Okay. Next question. Which UK minister was named this week in a Bangladeshi corruption probe? Hey. So which UK minister was named in a Bangladesh corruption probe? Tell me. For the extra points, by the way, One Angry Pagan's ahead in that because One Angry Pagan's got 3. So One Angry Pagan's doing quite well in the extra points. Who can lend me the tenner for the win? Says Samuso. £10 for the win. £10 for the win. Come on. Which UK minister was named in a Bangladeshi corruption probe this week? David Lammy? Nope. West Reading? Nope. Tulip Sadiq, says one angry pagan. And you know what, my friend? You'd be completely correct. Next question. Which UK political figure announced stepping down as an MSP at the next election? Which UK political figure announced that they would be stepping down as an MSP at the next election? Chris C. I was first with the answer for the last question. Were you, Chris C? Sue Gray? No, not on my page. Sorry, on my page, Garrett T is first, and then it's Chris C. Sorry, I gave it to Garrett T because that one was first. Sorry, mate. Sorry. But yeah, you probably wrote it at exactly the same time. It might be first on your screen, but it's not first on mine. Costa Coffee. Nicola Sturgeon. No. Which UK political figure announced that they would be stepping down as an MSP at the next election? Humza Yusuf. Well done, One Angry Pagan. One Angry Pagan's doing well. One Angry Pagan. I like this. One Angry Pagan is now on 4 points with 3. So you're in second place. You're tying with John Barleycorn at the moment, my friend. Well done. Right. It's all to play for. I think that Garrett T has won, right? But I'm going to give 2 copies of my book away, like I did last week. So you're fighting for second place. We've got John Barleycorn and One Angry Pagan neck and neck. But, I mean, anything can change, especially if Cathal just dumps a €5 super chat in my super chat fund. Thank you very much. Happy Christmas all. Currently explaining to my young lad how Peter Schmeichel's the best goalie of the Premier League era. All options appreciated. Brilliant. Patrick McCarthy, here's your bung. Now give me that prize, please. But I think One Angry Pagan has also given me a bung, so this is going to be awkward, isn't it? This is going to be very awkward. But yes, I'll give you an extra point for that bung, and Cathal, you can have a point as well. But it's probably not going to do Cathal much good at the moment because Cathal's quite behind the original gangster. But that, Patrick McCarthy. Let's see, Patrick. I don't know why it's not just auto putting your name in. That's very annoying. Oh, it's because I missed the R out, maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Right. Okay, so Patrick McCarthy is on 3 points now. Woo! To add to this. Have you got any questions right, Patrick? I can't see you. I can't see you on the question page. I'm playing for my free pass. Says Garrett T. Brilliant. Well, I mean, Gav, you can retire at the moment. We've only got 3 questions left. Badger Bribe. That's from One Angry Pagan. One Angry Pagan gets an extra point for the Badger Bribe. Well done for the Badger Bribe. Let's see what Too Quick can buy you these days. Merry Christmas from Chris C. Thank you very much for £5 super chat. Have Merry Christmas, Graham. Let's hope the new year is better. Let's hope that too. Let's just hope that things are just better. Things need to be better in just everything, I think, at the moment. I'll give Chris an extra point there as well. Right. Last 3 questions. The Bank of England this week announced that interest rates would be held at what percentage? What percentage did the Bank of England announce that interest rates will be held at? So where are interest rates in the UK at the moment? Give me a figure. Give me a percentage. It needs to be the correct percentage. You can't just be near enough. Just give me the exact percentage that the Bank of England held interest rates at this week. Better or bitter? One Angry Pagan spelt it wrong. Who cares? Drop 1 in Crook Library Grim. I don't know what that means. Chrissy says 4.74%, which is like 0.01% off. Chrissy has got it. Chrissy's got it. Yeah, it's 4.75%. So well done, Chrissy. You'll get an extra point. Well done, sir. Well done. You've now got 5 points. And Cluster Bungle's there as well. But you are right, but never mind. Right. This is important. This is an important question. About 1 million people in the UK are yet to obtain what days before the deadline? Okay, so about 1 million people in the UK estimated are yet to obtain what days before the deadline, which is the end of the year. 1 million people need a thing that they haven't got. I've got 3 points for answering no questions results, says Patrick. Well done, my friend. Well done. Minimum acceptable beer alcohol content. Passport, no, almost. About 1 million people in the UK are yet to obtain what days before the deadline? E-visa. Yes, Kieran, you're completely correct, my friend. Well done, sir. Kieran Crossan there. Well done. You're on 4 points now. It is the electronic visa. All people who are not don't have a British passport basically need one of these things. But there you go. Svax says I have a full answer. Ooh, you do, Svax. But I think that was after Kieran put it in first. Winter fuel allowance, passport, winter fuel allowance, Turkey, says Power to the People. Right, final question. The Guardian today cancelled the contract of which stalwart investigative journalist after 19 years. The Guardian today cancelled the contract of which stalwart investigative journalist after 19 years. I don't know if you know this, but it's true and it's a bit shit because we like this person. They're one of the people that we like because they wind the gammon up something rotten with their investigative reporting. Cheers to the point, Politics Social, no point sending or ordering a book as I'm in the EU. Don't worry, if you are in the EU and you win this, I will send you a book. Kieran, you're right. Caval Cadwara was basically booted from The Guardian just after The Observer was taken over by Tortoise Media. Yeah, not great. Right, okay, so the final scores are in. Let's tot up the points. We have these are the main points. Okay, these are the main points. These are the points for answering questions. Okay, so in fourth place we have One Angry Pagan with 4 points. But you've got bonus points coming, so don't worry. We've got Kieran, who is on tying with Chris C in third place, 5 points each. And then we've got John Barleycorn, who was storming ahead at the start. I don't know if John's still watching. Did you lose interest, John? What happened? Where have you gone? Come back. 7 points in second place. Gareth T, though, absolutely light years ahead. Gareth T, 12 points. 12 freaking points. You went 5 points clear. Well done, Gareth T. There will be a copy of Man of the World. A signed copy. I'll sign it to anything. I'll sign it to your dad. I'll sign it to eBay if you want. That'll be winging its way to you. And now we have the extra bonus points. One Angry Pagan gets an extra 4, which takes him up to 8. And then we've got Patrick McCarthy gets an extra 3. Kieran and Chris C gets 1 extra point there, which takes your total up to 6. And who else? Who else gets a point here? Cathal got a point. Jeff True got a point. One Angry Pagan got 3 points. Patrick McCarthy. Patrick got 3 points. So well done, Patrick. You came 5th. With 3 points. You don't get any points. You don't win anything for that. But what that does mean is that One Angry Pagan leaps ahead of John Barleycorn. So sorry, John, although you did get more questions right, you just didn't bribe me enough. I've just got to make sure that I'm not missing anyone here. Let me see. Just in case John Barleycorn did get an extra point. No, John Barleycorn didn't get an extra point. So that's it. The winner of today's quiz is Gareth T, and the runner-up, who also gets a signed book, is One Angry Pagan. Well done, my friends. Well done. Brilliant. Bring Kat on. Remember the stream when she started. You knew it ill. She's got stuff to do. She's not gonna come on. I've got I've got 2. It's in the noise. Gareth says, my dad is long gone. I'm sorry to hear that, mate. It's just that last week I had to sign it to somebody's dad. Burma, says John Barleycorn. Burma? Why is John Barleycorn shouting Burma at me? What's he got? I'm skint. Don't worry, John Barleycorn. There will be more opportunities to win big, to win copies of Man of the World or something else. You know, it might be a politics social mug in the future. But there you go. Power to the people. I got none. Same amount as last time. At least I'm consistent. Well done. Can you make a geography quiz next time, says Fax. I could do. I mean, it's not really appropriate for this. Something that I might do on the sister channel to this. Graham Hughes Travels. Yeah, that'd be a good idea, actually. Could do like a weekly geography quiz, because the beauty of that is I wouldn't have to prep for it. I could just make up the questions on the spot as we go. Hey! But there you go. John says, I panicked. Oh, don't worry, mate. Don't worry. There'll be another time, John Barleycorn. There'll be another time. Don't worry. Anyway, so Gareth T and One Eye Pagan, please get in touch. And I'll get a book out to you. Probably won't get you there. Probably won't get there before Christmas. But today, Clacton. Tomorrow, the world, says Patrick McCarthy. And Kirsty says, I have hundreds of quiz questions. Well, so do I. I mean, I like doing quizzes. I'll ace a natural history quiz, lol. Super Tiny. Bye, folks, and happy Yuletide stroke Christmas. So next week on Sunday, we should be having the big fat quiz of the year, which will be even bigger and even better, and we'll cover the entirety of 2024, not just the last week. So big prizes to be won. It'll be awesome. I'm going to get off now. So thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show. Gareth and One Angry Pagan, please get in touch via the Discord, and I'll get in touch with you. Gareth, are you on Discord? What's your email, Graham? If you go to grahamdavidhughes.com, there is a contact form at the bottom of the page. I think it's still working. But if not, you might be able to guess my email from my URL. So, give it a go. See what happens. Does £100 million foreign donation change the result, said Russell. Yes, it does, my friend. 100%. I'm up for bribery, especially when quizzes are involved. Just don't expect me to do any political favours, because I have no political power which to do any political favours. Anyway, look, been a great laugh. Thanks very much. Thanks for the super chats. Give us a like on the way out if you like this and you want to see more quizzes on this channel. And until next time, I'll see you in the morning at 9:30, bright and early. And until then, I'll say hello, good evening, welcome, and goodbye.